In another week, a new church year will begin with the season of Advent. And I know that many of us will be happy to say goodbye to this previous year of heartache, chaos, isolation, and fear. It has been quite the year. The other day, I came across the sign that I put up on the posts and doors of this building that announced that we were canceling worship services for the next 2 weeks. I also noted on the sign that we anticipated our next worship service being held on Palm Sunday, which I suppose might be true, but in 2021, if we are so blessed. Yes, it was a challenging year in many respects, but through the gifts of our creative and dedicated staff and faithful leaders, this was not a lost year by any means. As you know, during this past year, we became quite proficient at crafting uplifting and innovative worship services that we promoted online. Did you know that our online worship services on Facebook and YouTube have been viewed by members and friends we have yet to meet in the Eugene area over 50,000 times since March, providing our faithful and inclusive message of hope and love to all. No exceptions. And thanks to our adult education team, we have engaged in informative and transformative discussions online through our anti-racism forums held every other Wednesday night. Have you been to one yet? I invite you to join us next time in December. Mark Lindberg shared in a meeting the other night that over 40 of our college-aged adults have been part of our weekly Seekers Forum designed specifically for them. Together they have talked about crucial and timely topics online and offered support to one another during these difficult days. Truly, First Congregational Church has been a very present help in times of trouble. And more help is on the way. This Advent, another adult education online forum will be starting on Sunday mornings as we again take up our charge to be a congregation that is intentional in its efforts to learn and grow in the faith. And be on the lookout for the fun Advent calendar that will reveal special gifts of fun and grace through each day of the Advent season. Online, of course. I knew I should have invested in Zoom stock when I had the chance. I'm also delighted to say that our church board has authorized the formation of a designated term associate pastor search team to begin the exciting task of discerning where our church is being called by God in the coming years, and who we might call as an associate pastor to help us get there. It is a fantastic group, this team. I'm delighted that James Chang, Todd Chapman, Margie Yansenki, Tony Foy, Thomas Grigsby, Martin Jones, Molly McGuire, Martha Moultrie, Julie Volker Morris, with their chair, Polly Shannon, have already met 3 times and soon will be reaching out to you in the coming months as they do the challenging and exciting work of finding the right associate pastor to help lead our church into this era, into this new era of ministry. This is very exciting. Please pray for them. There are so many ways that First Congregational has and will be a very present help in time of trouble. So, I'm asking you to please continue your faithful financial support for our ministry together as the future reveals itself in God's time. Please consider pledging as generously as you are able. Join us this Sunday for our fun and creative Consecration Sunday drive-by in our large parking lot. You will find a link below to sign up. And if you can't make it this Sunday, but would like to pledge, please feel free to mail in your pledge. And thank you. Thank you for your generous support. It does make a difference. And by the way, if you or your family are having trouble financially or emotionally, please call me on my cell, which is also listed below. First Congregational wants to be a source of help in your time of trouble. Friends, thank you again for your support and for all the ways you make our ministry alive and vital and responsive to today's challenges. As we look into the promise of our new church year, which is fast approaching, let us open our eyes and look for what might be possible with God's blessings and guidance. Let us open our eyes and our hearts to see what we can see.
Do you see